Been a while since we did one of these. Okay, oh. Okay, let's see. Shit. Sorry. Hi. Hello, welcome. Wow, this is gonna be quite a stream. Did I forget? Okay. Hi. I had to make this today. I don't try to stream too often, but on this channel. But oh my God, today, man. Today was one of those days where I wanted to shoot myself. That's an exaggeration. Before I said it, I told myself not to say it, and then I said it anyways. That was an exaggeration. Please do not worry. Here we go. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so it's not, I don't want this to be like a heavy, depressing stream. I don't want to do those. I'm just gonna like chat, just have like a mental health chat with everybody, just for funsies. Surprisingly, you don't sound like a 12-year-old. Let's go. Maybe now YouTube won't keep taking down my streams. I want to play with my LPS again, right? It feels like that. Congrats on 2K subs. Thank you so much. Man. Oh, man. Oh, I know I need to post more. I did just post an animatic, if y'all haven't seen it. It's based on Deltarune because I love Deltarune and Undertale. Those are pretty much my main things right now, and I'm going to talk about that. I can only guess this year has sucked. So far, yeah, but I mean, the same can go for many other years, and this year has had some goods. It's had some ups and downs, like each year, it goes, it's just life. Today I'm going to talk about lots of things. I want to start off with, I have no idea, this is not an organized list. I still watch your LPS vids, they're pretty funny, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to talk about society. I am. Watch. So, I don't even know where to start. Why didn't I organize these? I guess I'll go off on a ramble. What doesn't help is that I don't feel as terrible as I did earlier, so it's hard to just go off. But we live in a society. Technically, that's a true statement. We are alive, and we're alive in a society. So, like, we can't keep clowning on Joker for that, Okay. So, I want to talk about school and how annoying adults are. I hate adults. So here's the deal. I don't know where to start. I guess I should talk about school. This isn't in my notes, but we're just gonna go off. Susie T. I would go for a society run entirely by Susie from Deltarune. I would go with that. That would be okay. That would be all right. We'd probably get a lot of cotton candy. Okay, I see how it is. Stop! It's always the wrinkly old ones. Yeah, see that, do you? That's you. Okay, I take a look at anybody who's even a day older than me, and I get to call them old and raggedy and wrinkly. I'm not. I'm not wrinkly. You are now. I'm giving you wrinkles. I've decided. You will wake up tomorrow with a terrible curse. Lock your window today. I don't wanna. You know how annoying it is to unlock again? I am wrinkled and rampled. May I call you Allison? Yeah, you totally can. Okay, so school. Oh, no, I have something to talk about. Here's where I can start. I never told you guys about the hard lockdown at my school, did I? I did not. That's pretty unfortunate that I never once spoke about it. Okay, we got our drink. I'm gonna start talking about it in a sec. Whoa, let me grab something. Oh my gosh. Oh. My notebook's drawer is so full. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, that's gonna be a disaster. No, it's like you said, it's all fake. No one's gonna get hurt. I spend this stream quoting an entire Always Sunny episode. I started watching that. I don't know where the notebook is. Terrible. Disaster. Horrible. End of the world. Okay, I got it. That sounds like Sonic. Got it. I always watched you when I was 7 and found you really funny. It's funny how you sound the same after all these years. Thank you for being a part of my OPS phase. Of course, man, of course. I'm glad that I was there for you. I'm glad that you enjoy my videos. I remember watching when I was like 12 or 13. Man, we've all grown up together. Look at us. And I'm almost 18 now. Okay, I have this notebook where I wrote, oh my god, I wrote notes for things to talk about when I got streaming privileges back. I'm not going to talk about all these. I have a note that just says tarantulas for no reason, and I can't remember that. One of these notes is helpful. I will talk about that. Okay. Schizo rambling, finally. Oh my god. Probably ACNH tarantulas. How did you know that? That probably is what it was. But why would I don't know. I'm so confused. I've been trying to get over my fear of tarantulas lately. Like, why should I be afraid of them? I know it's the legs, but like, look at them go. They're just like going. Like, they're little legs. They're just going, man. Look at them go. Look at them go. And they're fluffy. They're fluffy and they go. Why am I afraid of them? Okay, I had to talk about this hard lockdown. Actually, no. No. Okay, I'm going to start this stream off with something completely different. This is not going to be a rant. This is a story, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. The worst. Are you graduating this year? Yes, I am. Yes, sir. 1 month, actually. I love how easy it is to sidetrack you. Stop. Stop it. Stop. No. Okay. I am about to talk about welcome to unemployment. Thank you for the welcome. Stop it. Stop. I'm looking away. Okay. I need to talk about the worst nightmare I ever had in my life. It was here at this house. I've lived here for about 2 years. Wow, only 2 years in this? Oh yeah, I have to talk about how I'm moving. That's the thing to talk about. Oh my god, why is there so much? Stop. Okay, I'm going to talk about this dream. So, this dream I had, it was a nightmare. And if you don't know about the PlayStation 2, can we kiss in stream chat? You may. Why am I not a mod? Why aren't you? Oh, because this is my Stroglix channel. This isn't my streaming channel. That's why. So let's see. Let's see. The PlayStation 2 is a console, obviously. What is going on? Is the stream count dropping? Because it says it's dropping, but I see plenty of people in chat. So I don't know. Pretend I send an emoji. If I send one, YouTube will crash. Okay, let's start. Red screen of death. Red screen of death is a feature on the PlayStation 2. And basically, I don't even know how it happens. It's just, okay, I guess YouTube's just bugging out. But basically, it happens when you, like, send an incorrect format disc or a disc from a country that your PlayStation 2 isn't made for or something. Like a different regional disc and like or an Xbox disc. Basically, you just send a certain kind of disc that it can't read. But the thing is, there's also an error that says disc could not be read. But anyways, the red screen of death, it's not actually like a red screen of death that kills your console. People just call it that because it's absolutely terrifying. So the red screen of death, you'll have the normal PlayStation 2 startup. If you've never seen it, wow. I'm sorry. It's a really great console. Lots of childhood there. But, when the PlayStation 2 startup happened, what's going on? What's going on? I'm still here. Okay. Good to know. So during the PlayStation 2 startup, um, it would sink into the red screen of death, and it was terrifying. And I need to tell you something. What is it? Just blurt it out, man. Um, it was absolutely terrifying. It has this really eerie noise, and God, it's just these cubes just floating around with this wind playing. You gotta see it yourself. It is an absolute horror, especially to like just a young kid trying to play their PlayStation. So I never got the screen personally, but I did discover it later on, and I want to say I'm very interested in error and game over screens. They're so cool to me. I like creepy stuff like that. That's why I'm happy about that whole anti-piracy trend. That was fun. So you should work at McDonald's because in your old videos you said go work at McDonald's. Is that what I said? Oh man, I don't remember nothing. Man, I'll probably work at some retail. I'll talk about that in a bit. But you know about the fake anti-piracy stuff? Yeah, it's pretty neat. I really like it. I'm interested in it. But this nightmare was not that interesting. So I've had dreams before about getting the red screen of death on my PlayStation 2, but somehow, like subconsciously, like I just always knew that it was gonna show up in that dream. Like it just felt like the perfect setup for it to happen. Um, but basically, can I tell you something that happened yesterday? Go ahead, man. Um, in this dream, everything was set up to be so grounded in reality. Everything was so realistic. It felt like real life. This did not feel like a dream at all. Like, usually, like in the back of my mind, I can tell that something is a dream. Not enough to make it a lucid dream, but like, I can tell. But this one felt like real life. Everything was so realistic. At the time, at the time, I was playing Roblox a lot. So in the dream, I was playing Roblox, and I was like, my dad came home with some fast food, which he does a lot. Like when he comes home, I was usually playing Roblox, and he would come home with his with fast food, like In and Out or something. So you did say you hated Undertale because your sister talked about it. God, I can't believe that's real. I'll talk about that in a sec. I'm trying to do better at not getting sidetracked. No offense to you, more offense to myself. So I will talk about that though. I'll even write it down right now. But yes, this dream. So it was so realistic. Everything was so real. And then I swear, like, I don't remember the little details in between, but something happened where, like, I guess me and my mom were going to play a PlayStation game or something together. And we put it in, right? And the startup screen happened and everything. And then the screen was black for a second, and then it just boomed with the red screen of death all of a sudden. It shook me awake. Dude, I don't even know how, like, that's weird because the reason the red screen is so creepy is because it's so eerie and quiet and ominous. So the fact that that scared me so much and it was so loud is weird, but it was so loud and sudden, it freaked me out. I woke up, and here's something about the red screen of death. It like spins around. It's like a spinning motion on the screen, like the PlayStation 2 startup. It spins into your game, as a transition. That's a startup. It's pretty cool. Look it up. And when I woke up, my ceiling fan was on, so it was spinning. So I wake up and immediately see the ceiling fan above me. I sat in bed petrified for a solid 10 minutes, just processing what just happened, coming to the realization that it was a dream, and realizing that I had just had the most terrifying nightmare and the most long-lasting effects of a nightmare in my days. Now, I can't describe it as in-depth as at the time because, I was more like it had just happened. This was like a year ago at least now. But I will never forget that dream. That was the scariest nightmare I've ever had. It's the fact everything was set up. to be so realistic. It felt real. Real. And then it hits me with that. And I just get scared awake and I had to process it. I had to sit in bed and process it. I get up, I slowly just turn on the lights and turn off the ceiling fan because I don't want that on. But, oh my God. That was something. So I'm glad I finally talked about that dream because I never did before. I never did. And, so yeah, there you go. There's my terrifying nightmare. But maybe I did talk about it. I feel like I did. I don't know. I don't care. What's terrifying now is that I think my PlayStation 2 is broken or something. So basically, there's something that's apparently called a dot of death that people talk about online. And it's basically, on your PlayStation 2, if you don't have a disc in it, it'll like go into another screen where there are these little like dots spinning around in motion. And, my dots, this actually happened on a stream for the first time, like a year ago or something. A year or two? I don't know. It happened for the first time on stream. I put in, oh, that's right. Oh, that's another part of the nightmare, part of the setup. That same day that I had the nightmare, I think, I had just gotten one of my PlayStation 2 games back from my sister, and it was Simpsons Hit and Run. So, and a long time ago, I had another dream about the red screen of death, and I put in Simpsons Hit and Run, and that's what gave me the red screen of death. So I swear to God, that game is cursed. And like a year ago when I was streaming, I put in Simpsons Hit and Run, and it didn't read the disc at first, and all those dots that are supposed to be spinning in motion, they all like spun once, gathered together, and then just froze there. And on stream, I was reacting to it like, why are they frozen? And I looked at a video recently, and apparently that means some kind of internal battery is dead in the PlayStation. But I still managed to which is weird. It's legit haunted, I know. And then I blew the disc, and then I put it back in, and it read it, and I was able to play it. Apparently, normally when the dot of death happens, you can't play any games. So I don't know, maybe it's just slowly easing towards that, but you have to understand the terror. What is up with that PlayStation? The PlayStation 2 is a scary thing. The red screen of death, man. Okay, now I got the nightmare out of the way. I'm glad that I got that out of the way. I wasn't even going to talk about that. So we're already off to a great start, 18 minutes in, and we have not talked about a single thing I wanted to talk about. But we're going to get into that now. So, I almost went my entire school life, not having a single hard lockdown. I think we had a real soft lockdown at some point, but I don't know. I don't remember. It was never taken that seriously. But this year, things changed. Now, I just want to clarify that the school that I go to currently absolutely sucks. And I've never been to it before until this year. I've had such bad senioritis this year. But, I feel like I've had that, I don't know, it got way worse this year. The thing is, I don't like calling it senioritis because then it's so normalized and just played with oh, you're just dealing with that, haha, everybody does it. And then it gets completely dismissed and nobody thinks that you're actually dealing with any kind of pain or anything, and they don't take you seriously at all. So I don't like calling it that. And that's why I hate I get that sometimes you feel emotions because of hormones, I'm not overlooking that, but I also hate when people dismiss teenagers' pain and needing help or something as just hormones, and then just decide you don't need help. Who cares if it's even hormones? If they want help, help them. Dude, kids can still have mental health problems that can get way worse down the line and branch out into different problems if they go untreated. Sorry, just kind of got a thing in my throat there. There we go. The hard lockdown. I don't know why I went off into another thing. Allie dies of adult negligence. Oh, I feel like that's how I'm gonna go out, genuinely speaking. Hard lockdown. Here's what happened. So this school that I go to isn't great. There's a lot of weed smoking, and the way they decide to deal with it is just by closing some bathrooms. Dude, can you imagine? Dude, can you imagine the weed smokers when they see that they closed like 2 bathrooms? Oh man, we can't get stoned anymore. Man, it's over, dude. Game over, dude. It's over, dude. The jig's up, Randy. We gotta go. Who's Randy? I successfully got Allie to laugh with many messages this stream. My mission is a success. The crusade proceeds smoothly. You're a funny person, all right? You are a funny person. You can make people laugh, man. You're cool. You're all cool. I love you all. You're all great. You're all great, man. Never forget this moment. Never forget that you're great. You can be great even if you're not great today. You could be great tomorrow or the next day or 30 years. Just live on and you will see yourself be great at some point. You also successfully made me go off into that ramble, so there you go, Tortoise Terror. Teachers don't show any form of support for their student also. Also adults. Why don't our students trust us? I know, God. And the thing is, because you're a teenager, everyone completely overlooks it and thinks that it's not important at all. And they throw you into that category of, I don't care, Mom, when you're dealing with actual pain. That's why I don't like generalizing things or throwing things into like those norms or like senioritis or anything, because I feel like I'm dismissing like a deeper pain. You know what I mean? So I don't like calling it senioritis. It did get way worse this year, but I've had that for years now. High school has been just when it really peaked. And yeah, I think senior year I just happened to be my breaking point. Or maybe last year, I don't know. Last year probably. 10th grade. There was a fire at my middle school due to a vape pen accident. Oh my God. Okay. The link to the Discord server on the card doesn't work. I did not know I even had a Discord server on that card. I shouldn't, because I don't have a public Discord server. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for letting your hopes down there. But yeah, I don't even have an open server, so that is weird. Sorry. I'm gonna overwork my students and be an asshole to them. Damn, why do my students hate me? I know. It might have been the old server. You know what? It probably was. That's deleted now. Anyways, so basically, what was I talking about? Alright, hard lockdown. Almost died. Oh, just wait until you hear the end of it. Stick around to the end. What do you think I'm here to do? I'm here to watch the video. Don't tell me to stick around to the end. I'm going to, especially when it's like a 60-second video. I have a bad attention span, but not that bad. Sometimes it's that bad, but... Society needs to treat kids' health with more respect. Right, like, it's hard to say that because people make jokes about, like, society, which I get, but also, like, it's true, too. You have to, like, separate the jokes from reality sometimes. Anyways, hard lockdown. Let's do this. Okay, let me talk about this. Hard lockdown. So basically what happened is, it all started in the cafeteria. It was a normal day, and we were eating, and as you do in a cafeteria. What do I see? But all of a sudden, like, a milk carton gets thrown. A milk carton gets thrown in the cafeteria, and it's like, oh, haha, shenanigans, funny. And then, like, a crowd starts forming, and a food fight starts. People are screaming, throwing food. I get splattered with food. Food everywhere. Everyone, like, all the kids in the cafeteria start, like, getting up and inching to, like, the corners of the room. So there's just this massive circle around. There's a massive circle around the whole cafeteria. I was one of the only kids just still sitting and eating. But then once I saw everyone getting up, I'm like, okay, maybe I should move. So I, like, brought my food and I went to the corners of the cafeteria. And it was just, like, this massive ring around it. And, like, this group of kids in the middle just throwing food. And the adults just, like, sat around and let it happen until all of a sudden the authorities got involved. There are constantly police on campus every day, all the time. You see them all the time. There's a lot of fights in my school and a lot of weed at my school, so it makes sense. And they don't actually help to stop it. So nice job, everybody. Nice job, adults. So, anyways, this hard lockdown was also not handled well. So first of all, I don't think a hard lockdown should have even happened. How has your mascot been holding up? You've had her for years. Okay, if you look close, you can see that she has faded a bit here, and I think on her tail too, kinda. So she has faded on some parts, but like for the most part, she's doing pretty good, man. I'm happy for her, you know. Adults are so reliable, am I right? I know, this is why I never go to them for help. I'm gonna get into that. That's like a whole, it's like personal stuff, but I feel comfortable talking about it on a stream because I know I have people with me, and I'll try not to overshare too much. Just like I like to talk about it sometimes. But anyways, hard lockdown. Sorry, sorry for my attention span. It happens a lot. So basically, food fight happens. Police get involved. All of a sudden, like I see a bunch of kids getting like pepper sprayed. This happens a lot. Whenever there's a fight, a group of kids forms, and the police just like grab their pepper spray and just spray it everywhere to get everyone away. So kids walk away covering their eyes and coughing. I know what the drill is. It's like, okay, food fight happened, and now the police have to get involved apparently. And then, like, everyone started rushing us out of the cafeteria. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I start going into the hallways. And then, like, all these teachers like, hurry, go to your classes, go. And it's like, what's happening? Is there a gun involved? Is there more to this than I didn't know about? So I just end up in the library instead of my next class. I just end up in the library because they rush us in. And everyone is told to get under the tables, and they turn off the lights. And I was terrified. And, oh my God, I hate high schoolers. I hate them so much. I hate to be that one, like, serious, like, stupid, like, people are joking too much, like, because I know those high schoolers exist. I was one of those in freshman, but there has to be boundaries. There has to be points where you have to be serious. Like, if everyone's telling you to get under the tables and turn off the lights, maybe don't have your stupid phones on and your stupid, like, and by phones on, I mean, like, have the ringer on and a sound on, or, like, and talking and laughing. Everyone was just like talking and laughing through the whole thing, and the adults barely did anything about it. They just kept letting them talk. Like, what's the worst grade of children? 8th and 9th grade by far. Sorry if you're 8th or 9th grade. Yeah, I'm sure you could be a wonderful person. But you'll see what I mean when you're older, all right? Don't worry about what I had to say. I'm a random person on the internet. But so I was sitting there, and I felt like I was the only kid there crying and terrified. I was shaking, and the worst thing was that the library didn't have good internet, so I was trying to text my family and friends telling them, hey, I don't know if I'll be alive. We're in a hard lockdown. So I did get the text through. That's good. Luckily, it wasn't that bad, but that would have really sucked. It's like, damn it, I should have gone to another room. I wish I just left the campus. I should have just left. But, whatever. I got that done, and, I'm in 9th grade, and who boy, my peers are something else. Yeah, I have a couple friends who are freshmen. I've been trying to be like their big sister through it all, give them all the tips, you know. And wow, they talk about some of their classmates, and boy, good old freshmen. So, anyways, I was an annoying freshman because I took everything so seriously and personally, and I was so insecure, and I hated everyone else. Like, damn, calm down. I was so mean to people. I think I read a diary on stream once that actually showcased that quite a bit. Anyways, so, while this was happening, it lasted for quite a while, and eventually, the hard lockdown was averted. Yeah, the crisis was averted. Everyone went just right back to their classes. There were like, how many minutes of the day left? 40, 50? I don't know. There wasn't a lot of time left. And our teacher like gave us quite a while to just like talk about it. Everyone came back to class just talking about how crazy that was. I remember that diary stream. It was wild. Yeah. Man, all of freshman year was virtually for me. The freshmen now are a different breed. Oh my god. So 13-year-old boy slash slander. Yeah, true. Oh my god. What is wrong with men? Just what is wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What is with the lack of emotion in their souls? Why do they never like feel anything? It's probably like that toxic masculinity they got, but like I'm just saying it's true. You can't act like it's not. Anyways, so how many times have I said anyways? If you take a shot every time that I say anyways in this stream, you would be dead right now. It wouldn't even like take a second to like sit in with the alcohol poisoning. You would just be dead already. So almost said anyways again. I guess that does count since I just said it. What's next? Oh yeah. So later that day, we got an email that said there were no guns involved in it. Our school is a safe place. So either they were lying in that article for their reputation, not article, but email, for their reputation. And they were saying, hi, Duya. Yes, bully Duya for being an alcoholic. Everyone. All right. Anyways, so as a guy, I will say that I could breathe in the toxic masculinity at my school. Our school is a safe place. I know, oh my god, it was ridiculous. Like, you're all so mean to me. So we got an email about how apparently none of that ever happened. Or none of it, not that, what am I saying? That there wasn't a gun or anything dangerous involved. So, either they were lying and there were guns involved and it wasn't safe and it was just for their reputation, or they were telling the truth that there was no actual danger and they just terrorized a bunch of kids by putting them in a hard lockdown and making them think that they might die over a food fight. Either way, good job, adults. Good job. What a hard lockdown. The only hard lockdown I've ever been in my life. What an experience. Either one of those outcomes is good job, guys. Good job. All right. Let's see. Here it is. Here was that stick around for the end I was talking about. You guys want to know how my parents responded? My mom was worried, like, she texted me back, like, oh my god, are you okay? You know, like a parent does. Let's talk about my dad's response. So on the bus ride home, he finally, like, gets all my texts and everything. He calls me. Like, all I can do is laugh because it's so absurd. Crying isn't going to do nothing. Apparently, because ain't nobody want to listen to a teenager when they cry or want help because you're just being a teenager. My dad calls me and he says, like, he doesn't immediately say it, but he's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm doing good. And, you know, we have a little bit of chit chat. And then he decides to say, so how are your grades? In response to my several texts talking about, hey, I might die. I'm in a hard lockdown. The thing he's most concerned about is my grades. Oh, my dear Lord. Are you mental? Based, Dad? No! I know you could have died today, but do you got anything about bees? I'm glad that we can all laugh at this together. I can't believe how much people care about grades. I can't believe it. I cannot believe how much people put grades above your kid's mental health. Your child that you birthed. You don't even have to birth them. Adoption, I don't care. Just like if you have a child, a child, a son, a daughter, a kid, Why on earth would you prioritize a letter above their mental well-being? You could... Bad grades are temporary. Mental health is forever. So you need to, listen to them, especially from a young age. From a young age, before it gets worse. That's the thing. They ignore it for so long that it gets so bad. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Okay, so my mental health got messed up real bad because of grades at one point because I was failing someone. Man, just because, you struggle with something. Oh, man. I know you... Is your dad Asian? That would make a lot more sense. He is nothing but a white American male. He's nothing but a white American male. Yeehaw! He actually wants to move to Texas, so that is fitting. Your grades don't even need to be that good to pass. I know! You just need, a C. It's not... Because they care so much about college. Not everyone wants to go to college. And, man, mental health is the most important thing, not Texas. I know! Texas? Texas? Oh, my God. Okay. Since we're now on the topic of this, we could talk about how stupid adults are. So, I could talk about... Now, I just want to put a disclaimer. Love my parents. I think they're great at many things. But I think that some of the things that they've done mental health and school-wise have been not so poggers. So I'm going to talk about that. So let's begin with... Oh, I talked about this once. There's several small experiences across my life that have slowly trapped me in the place and mental state that I am in now. I'm turning on this fan because it's hot in here. I was sweating like a... I don't even... What's an animal for that? I was sweating so bad earlier, I had to come home and immediately take a shower. I felt so nasty and horrible. It was terrible. It's because I went to the ceiling fan. No! Stop! I had when parents pull the college card. I'm so far from college. Leave me alone. I know. Not so poggers. That's all I can say, honestly. It's a stream. It's I don't want things to get too heavy or dark, I mean, it'll happen, but I'm just trying to be a little... I'm an upbeat person, even though these are serious things, and I acknowledge that, especially if someone else was going through them, but I just try to be I'm an upbeat person naturally. So, let's see. So these are... Why did I turn into Kokichi for a second there? That wasn't exactly like it. I was missing the N, but I'm just saying. All right. The kid moment. I meant hate, but you get the idea. Yeah. My dog's barking. Not sure what he's barking at. All right, so we're going to talk about several... Kokichi, can you point and laugh? Point and laugh, everybody. I'm going to talk about kidding, too. That's something I'm going to talk about later. Not at all related to what the heavy shit I'm about to cover, but it's okay. So, we're going to talk about... What did I do now? This is the bullying do ya stream, everybody. I title it that, but I have to stick to the airplane lyrics. How long has that been going on? We're not even through the first verse. All right. Here we go. I'm at your door. All right. So let's begin. I'm going to talk about several small experiences that slowly track me into the place that I'm in now mentally. So, one of the experiences, it'll sound minor, and I hate that I have to explain that it's a small event in a fragment of things. Let's talk about that now. I hate how people have to go so crazy. I hate that people have to make their problems into sound so much bigger for someone to acknowledge that they're hurting. I hate that someone can't just cry anymore without someone just offering a shoulder to cry on. Especially with adults, parents, teachers, they see their kid in pain and they're just you can get over it. It's just hormones. It's just senioritis. It's just. Can we stop? Can we just ban the word just when we talk about mental health? Not completely, obviously, but in the context that I'm talking about. It's not just easy. You can't just do this or that. I don't know how you people grew up, but that's not how it works anymore, and you need to adapt. We need to adapt to a new society, a progressive society that acknowledges mental health more. Because we really need that for our future kids. We should want good things for our kids. Why are you people treating your only children like crap, man? And what, you think you're going to have more children? That's going to solve the problem? No, the problem is you. The problem is you. Do some reflecting. It's amazing how, like, dense adults can be. Like, how they can never fathom the very possibility that they could maybe be in the wrong. Oh, my Lord. Man. Oh, I had to talk about this. I'll write that down. Okay. So, this is going to be a long one, boys. Strap in. Put the kids in a fighting ring. Call it the Hunger Games Battle to the Death. True. I'm a trans guy and my family likes to dismiss me saying I'm sad by saying, oh, it's just your cycle. That word just. Love the word just. Love it so much. All right, so we're first going to, so yeah, I hate when people have to exaggerate the problems. Listen to me. This is why people, quote unquote, fake disabilities and fake mental health problems on like TikTok and stuff like that. Some of them do just do it for attention, but we can't generalize all of them. I guarantee you the majority of those people are doing it because they don't realize the harmful effects of self-diagnosing, and they're genuinely going through something and they don't know what it is, so they think that's just what it is. And also because sometimes people feel the need to exaggerate their problems so that someone will pay some kind of attention to them. And like when people say, oh, they're just doing that for attention, just ignore them. Like, I don't know, that's kind of a weird response to it. Like, shouldn't it be like, if they want attention so bad, isn't that kind of concerning? Like, why would they feel the need for attention and try so desperately to get it like that? Like, that means something is wrong. That means somebody needs help over there, man. Right? You know what I mean? Like, some people are just, like, attention hogs, you know, like, whatever. But I really feel like this needs to be said more. I feel like people are too quick to disregard mental health and look at everything black and white. Like, these things are complex. They have layers. Mental health problems are like ogres. They're like onions. All right. Anyways, so, that's why whenever I think back to all the problems that I've been having, and I'm like, that doesn't sound serious enough. And I think that I've dug myself a hole so deep and I've gotten so used to having these problems that I don't realize how serious they are and how much they affect me in literal day-to-day life. All the time screaming in my head. Like, like, it is not okay for me to be going through this, and yet my brain keeps telling me, because I internalize what all these adults have said to me all my life, that it's not that serious, you're just being dramatic, you're just being a teenager. Like, I was under the impression for a while that all this would just go away once I was older. It's gonna get worse when I get older. I know it is. It's been getting worse. And now I had to like go for a while thinking that it was all just going to be okay and I didn't have to do anything to make it better. That it was just a thing that teenagers have to go through by default. So that was not good. Adults don't realize the things they say to children are so much more impactful than they think. So they just think they can say whatever they want because life is so simple to them. Life is so simple to them now. And they forget, like, how difficult it can be. They're like, oh, high school was difficult for me. How? Was it difficult in the same way? Because if it wasn't, you need to listen. You don't. And here's another thing. Adults don't need to fully understand what their children are going through. Sometimes they can't. Sometimes their kid is dealing with, like, a disorder or something that they can't fully understand. But you need to be there to help and support them. That's all you have to do. You don't have to understand it. You're not going to understand it sometimes, and that's okay. Just help them, you know? That's all we ask. So anyways, I think that people exaggerating their problems is actually a sign of a bigger problem in their mental health. So I think people need to stop overlooking that. Turning off the ceiling fan is not hot anymore. That ceiling fan actually really helps. We're not going to talk about the nightmare. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some experiences. So, the chat didn't go offline, did it? Oh, can we talk about the social gap between generations? The social gap between generations. Do you mean like how, like, we aren't connected at all to like our parents and like the adults of this generation or something. Okay, cool. It's still alive. When I was a kid, I had to walk through mountains and scrape my knee on my way to school. Get over it. I hate that. Thank you for bringing that up. Now I can talk about this. I will be jumping around, but oh my, yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. We're so disconnected because people fail to just listen to each other. Like, I think that I can't fully understand, like, my parents' lives. Obviously, I don't pay taxes yet, not for another 2 months. And I don't understand everything, but Michael, oh man. So what the hell is going on out there? So much noise. There's like 2 dogs barking. There's like 3 dogs barking. There's like, is it someone say Michael? What is happening out there in the hall? We're just gonna move right along. So, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah. I hate adults. Oh my gosh. They try to, oh my gosh, I hate when these full-grown adults try to demean children's problems by saying, actually, I went through worse. Grow up. Your freshman year is over. All right, come on. Is that the vacuum? Hold on. Oh, there's someone here fixing the carpet right next door. Right next to my room, there's just some guy here fixing the carpet. Well, I guess that's happening now. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. I'm just going to keep going. How do you fix a carpet? It has stains in it. Like my sister spilled coffee in there or something. Okay, moving on. Like, adults, I don't care if you went through worse, all right? I mean, like, I care, But when you're just going to use that as ammunition and have it backed up all the time whenever your kid is struggling, grow up. Stop comparing. That's not what this is about. You don't compare your problems. Like, I don't care, but I care. Okay, stop. You get what I mean, man. Like, what I'm saying is that I care, but it's not relevant to this. That it's not your excuse to not care about your kid's problems. That is not an excuse. Now, all right, it's time to move on. Let's talk about some of my personal experiences that have gotten me into a mental state of just never wanting to ask for help. That's like my hardest thing to do, is ask people for help. I'm convinced it will end badly. And I'm also just scared of socializing in general now. Like, my anxiety has peaked since January of this year. It's gotten so bad. There was one particular day in English 11. I hate English 11. I can't wait to talk about that. So, English 11, I just sat there and I just cried because we were supposed to do a partner project and I just could not do it that day. I could not interact with other people that day. I was so terrified. I don't even know what I was scared of, but what I was really scared of is how I really wasn't motivated that day, as most days go, and I wasn't like in the zone to do work, so I did not want to bother these other kids by not doing anything, so I just really wanted to not be included. And what sucks is that so many people just call it laziness when you have a loss of motivation. I have trust issues. Yep. We're in the same boat on that one. And see, what the great thing is between us, we just talk about all our personal experiences instead of being like, oh yeah, well actually we can all just talk about it separately. Please excuse the noises outside. I don't care. I'm streaming. This is what I'm doing. So, English 11, I was just terrified of being a nuisance to other people. I always thought that I would bother them. I always got lazy because of that. That hit too close to home. Dude, my laziness, what people consider my laziness is actually just like, I hate calling it, it is a lack of motivation, but I hate calling it that because people see that and think it's not that serious. But my lack of motivation, personally, like, it's just, if I force myself to sit down and work, it is literally painful to do. Like, I will sit there crying for hours just trying to focus and make myself want to do it. But if I'm not interested in it and I don't have the focus or the motivation or the drive or the power that day, I won't be able to do it. And that's what people don't get. Like, because of that and many other things, I have been trying to research things like ADHD, and I have been trying to tell my parents about it. And I guess we're going to talk about this now. We're skipping through the subjects. And I have told them about it. But unfortunately, my parents like to do this super quirky thing where they just like completely forget that I ever had mental health issues. Well, they're just completely forget. Like, it just leaves their brain. They never think about it again. Like, I had this little, like, sit-down chat with my mom, and I was telling her, like, here's some of the things that ADHD things do, and I do some of them, and I think maybe I should see a psychiatrist for them. And she's like, okay, we'll see. Like, I'll look into it. She leaves the room. A couple weeks pass, and I text her for an update, like, hey, when am I seeing this psychiatrist again? I had this one psychiatrist that I saw once. I will get into that. One time I saw this psychiatrist. And I didn't even go into, like, the ADHD thing, because I don't think I thought about it as much back then. No, I did. I don't know. I don't care. I can't say that I have it, but I can say that I have some symptoms. And I can say, hey, can you help me? I can see a psychiatrist and ask for help. But, basically, there's dogs barking. I think I might have ADHD or autism, but I have OCD. Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's tough to research stuff, and it's tough to talk about it when you're not diagnosed. Like, I always feel bad talking about it when I'm not diagnosed, even though, like, I have a perfectly good reason to talk about it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of obsessed with it because, like, the symptoms affect me in day-to-day life and absolutely ruin me sometimes. And I get, like, this debilitating lack of motivation, which apparently, if you have ADHD, it's like a dopamine thing, like a literal lack of dopamine in the brain. So you can't say that you can control it because it's a literal lack of dopamine. So I've been trying to study and research it for years, and I'm still hell-bent on seeing a psychiatrist over it. Remember not to get super obsessed because of confirmation bias. Yeah, I know. That's what I have been slightly struggling with. Because I get obsessed because of, because of some of the little symptoms, like, affecting me every day, so it's hard. But, like, I've been trying not to. I've been trying to just, like, focus on my life. It's tough. I need some help to get out of that. But because of that, actually, because of how, like, I want to figure it out, because I want treatment, I want to figure out what's wrong with me. Do I have it? Do I not? What do I have? Do I have anything? Something's wrong, and I need help for it. I've been thinking of moving to Canada when I'm older, because they have free healthcare, or, like, you pay healthcare through taxes. Whether you have it or not, you don't need it to be valid in your experiences. But you don't need it to be valid in your experiences. But if you end up getting a diagnosis, it would be helpful to explain stuff. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Well, it's not what I've been thinking. I keep thinking that my experiences are not valid. So thank you for letting me know. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. I do have that just, like, internalized dialogue that's constantly telling me, actually, you're lazy. Because it's so hard, because, like, a lot of those symptoms are things that people do all the time. Procrastinate. You're just being lazy. You're just procrastinating. Like, whatever. But, like, in things like ADHD, they're very debilitating and extreme, and that's what people don't understand a lot of time because of that literal lack of dopamine. I don't remember the specific dopamine it's called, because, come on, I don't get the memory for that. But what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I went into a ramble about that. Yes, and it could be a symptom of something else entirely also. It's why I warn not to get too obsessed. Yeah. It can that's the thing. It does intertwine with a lot of things. So I've been trying to I need to relax. I think I have been so obsessed with it because those things affect me. But I need to relax and I need to recognize that even if I had it, like I need to recognize that if in a hypothetical situation where I had it, I've lived my whole life with it, and I can still be happy in my life. I can still function sometimes, and that's good enough. Okay, it's okay to just function sometimes. So, yeah, you're right. I need to relax a little. It's just tough. It's gotten way worse. Everything has gotten way worse. The stress and everything, and the obsessing. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair right now. I've been playing with it. I don't know what. You guys want to see? Hold on. I want to see what I'm doing with my hair. What is happening? Hi, besties. I could do the stream like this, but I don't know. I don't feel like showing my face right now. I'm just going to return it back. Stop! Okay, there we go. Okay. I have so much more to talk about, so I have to hurry up. I don't know what I was talking about. I moved to Canada because they have apparently free healthcare there or something. I had to look into it and research it and everything. But the fact that I can't come to my parents with this because of all the times I've tried and they just don't listen or they just forget and I feel like nothing matters to them and my choices just don't matter. This is why I can Chris. This is great. I want to talk about Chris from Deltarune. That's so good. They're so good. Everything is so good. All right. Deltarune's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. With that all being said, I feel like I can never come to them with it. I'm so tired. The fact that your kid would rather move to Canada. Free healthcare doesn't mean fast healthcare. Yeah, you're right. I know that. It's mostly free, but man, does it take a long time. You're right. That's true. I get eager. Coping for the last 8 years with Undertale and Deltarune. That's what I've been doing since February. It has helped a lot, actually. Free healthcare also means doctors who don't care sometimes. That is also true. That sucks. It's hard to find the right doctors. Some doctors aren't good at their job. I've had my experiences. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Ooh, I would like to punch some people. All right. So there's a lot of difficulties with it. I might not go to Canada, but I might look into it, because if it's cheaper, it might help me more. And if I end up liking Canada a lot to, live there a while, which I probably won't because I hate the cold, but if I do, that could work out wonders, it could work out. But I have to see. I recommend not seeing a male doctor. Yes, that. I want a female doctor. They make me feel so much more comfortable. I would say New Zealand is better. Wow. I'm going to start moving all over the place. Let's go. You're going to be Canadian, eh? Stop. Oh, no. You're a certified cold hater, not besties. Okay. To be fair, I do live in the desert right now, and I'm used to heat. So cold is just kind of... I hate it, especially when it's really bad. It feels paralyzing, man. Whatever. I don't have to justify it. We can agree to disagree. Fair. There you go. You're a lizard. Stop. Leave me alone. You're a lizard. You're a cockroach. Look at your profile picture. Is that a cockroach? Yeah. Come to Brazil, Allison. Are you sure? I don't know why I just said, are you sure? And then just ended it at that. I don't know where to go. Is there someone called Aubrey in your friend server? There is not. I do not know an Aubrey. Okay, I should probably get back on track. This is 60 minutes long, and there's 700 different things I still want to talk about. To visit. Oh. Yes, I should. To visit. Lizard equals cockroach? No, your profile picture. Is that a lizard? I can't see. It's amazing your profile picture is still that. Hard eyes, not hat eyes. This felt like 10 minutes. Welcome to Aladison Streams. Technically, it's not Aladison Streams, but just pretend. We need to get on. We need to go. All right, we need to go. What was next? we were talking about ADHD, and then I got completely derailed, which is very ironic. Oh my gosh! What? Canada. Okay, I don't know if I'll move to Canada. I don't even care. I'm moving on because that keeps going into different directions. I was supposed to talk about experiences that have led to me being afraid to ask for help and being afraid to talk to people. One thing that happened in 5th grade that I just remembered recently, can we talk about, I feel like there's, oh my gosh, no, okay, no, watch. I'm going to talk about this before the stream hits 61 minutes. I have 50 seconds to talk about this. So I feel like in media, there needs to be more representation of people who have, like, trauma or, like, long-lasting effects or something from, mental health-wise, because of things that sometimes they don't even, like, remember happen, or things that they don't, or, like, people who don't realize that they have trauma or don't realize what has affected them, has made them turn out the way they are. Like, I want more representation of that. I feel like a lot more people would be seen that way, because a lot of things that happen in my personal life, my personal experience is 10 seconds, is because, of little things across time, and no, that's it, 61 minutes, you know what I'm saying, though. So anyways, this is an experience that I just remembered recently. And I'm now realizing how much it might actually affect me today, despite seeming so minor. The thing is, I was like 10 years old. I was 10, and I had a past of getting punished for not turning in assignments. And so I was worried about not turning in assignments. So I wanted to get my mom's help with something, but she was help with a homework so that I wouldn't get punished for finishing it. And of course, I was 10 years old, and the last thing I wanted was to be grounded. So she was busy with something. And then, like, I did not mean to come off salty or offensive or mean. I was just trying to tell her, like, if you don't help me with this, like, I don't think I could get it turned in, just saying. I was 10 years old, and I didn't know that it came off as disrespectful at all. So it was completely unexpected and very jarring when she just, like, grabbed my chin. Oh my God. And, like, I don't even remember what she said. I just remember being, like, scared all of a sudden. Like, what? Why is this happening now? And she just said something like, don't talk back to me or something. Then she let me go, and I'm like, huh? What? I was 10 years old. Did not know that I was being disrespectful in the slightest. Thank you, Mom. Thanks. What? And now all I can do is laugh at it, because it's so absurd. I taught myself to just laugh at it, Well, let's talk about this. This was something I wanted to talk about. I'm going to get it. Okay. I'm going to get it done in 1 minute. Here we go. Okay, so I feel like people, like, have a bad portrayal of depression sometimes, or people who are depressed, or people with depression. Because I feel like people portray depression as something that, like, you're constantly sad all the time and just never, ever happy. And whenever you are happy, it's clearly just an act and a facade, and you're never actually happy. That is not true. That is not true at all. And I've kind of noticed this with Undertale too, where people, like, portray Sans as, like, constantly depressed, and he's never actually happy ever. And, like, I don't think that's true. I think he's depressed to some extent, but I think that he genuinely does just have a good time with Frisk and his brother and his friends at Grillby's. I think he genuinely can be happy sometimes. Like, that's the thing. Depression isn't just constantly being sad all the time. Depression is like an empty feeling that, like, you feel. Sometimes it's kind of a lack of feeling, really. It's like a constant feeling of emptiness or dread, and, like, you feel like nothing's gonna amount to anything. That's the thing with Sans. Nothing's gonna amount to anything. Okay, we hit the minute mark, but it's fine. He feels like nothing will amount to anything. He knows nothing will amount to anything because of the resets in the player. Can I just say, now that even though I left my game on the pacifist setting, I just know that Sans is in there just expecting it to be reset at any moment, so he can't just enjoy his life. I'm not okay ever. I'm never okay. That's not true, actually. I am okay sometimes. Sometimes I'm not okay, but sometimes I am okay. That's how the world works. Want to see Sans? Here's Sans. feel for him and then just... Guys! Okay, here's something I'm afraid of. I really want the Papyrus plush and the Spamton plush that's coming soon. But the thing is, I don't think I can even do like chores for money anymore. The next time I'm making money is probably going to be at a job. Which is, just thinking about how I'm going to have like a job in probably 2 months is so like overwhelming to me. But I want a Papyrus plush. I need a Spamton plush. Where's the Chris plush? Where is the Chris plush? Why won't they make a Jevil plush? True. I would sit my Spamton and Jevil plush at the dinner table and they could be on a date. That's what they could do. That's what I would do. Oh, jeez. Okay, back to this. Go! Allison Sands is depressed, chucks him at the wall. Welcome to Allison Street. Should I just keep... That should be the catchphrase. Girls, stop. Comedic Sans bonk sound effect. He needs a trombone. Should I get like a real trombone? So it's just like comically large trombone for him? What if I learn to play the trombone? All right, moving on. So that was one of the experiences. How do we get on to Sans from that? How did we get to Sans? All right, he comes back every time. Oh, shit. All right. That was such a loud clap trombone era. I'm in a plaid phase right now. Nope, don't get distracted. I'm just going to leave that hanging in the air and you're never going to get context. I'm in a plaid phase. All right, journalism. I made a whole vent stream about this like the night that it happened. Depression is poorly shown. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Hopefully you guys see it my way or you understand where I'm coming from. So, journalism. This was a journalism project. This was one of the big moments. It happened in freshman year. High school is when things started going downhill. This was one of those big things. Freshman year, journalism project. I never wanted to take the journalism class. It was absolute hell for me. Hated it. Wait, no, this was 10th grade. 9th grade was bad, though. I had, like, a video editing class. Oh, that's terrible. I would feel even worse about taking it today. That probably is what, like, really solidified my whole, like, feeling behind and alone on everything and resentment of people because I feel like I drag them down and I'm not as good as them. That probably started that whole thing. Or not started, but, like, solidified it, you know? So that's not good. Journalism. Oh, I had this journalism project, and I asked my parents for help with it, and, I think my parents don't understand, like, what I actually need help with. I need help with motivation, and not just motivation. I need help, like, just being able to sit down and pull the thing out and focus on it and work on it. Like, it's not the work itself. It's never the work itself. Rarely it's the work itself. But most of the time when it's the work itself, it's because I didn't pay attention because I can't pay attention because it's so hard. I'm not interested in it, so I can't make myself interested and I can't make myself work on it. How are they going to help you with that? No, like I need them to monitor me. Like, I don't want them to, but I need them to. I need them to, like, sit me down and, like, I don't know. How do they help me with that? That's why I just want, like, to see a professional about it, to see what the heck is wrong with me and why it drags me back so much. But whatever. Journalism. So, my mom, motivation issues have to come internally. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I did not process that. They're internal, so you need to fix it internally. Oh. Drugs. All right, I'm sorry. No, not drugs. Oh, all right. Journalism project. I went to something. I had to interview someone for something for an assignment, and I went to Chicken Shack or something, and my mom was in the car. I went in, and the teacher had not given us enough information. I thought I had the information. I never learned Brazil phobia. So true. Call your police, all right? All right. I dang it! Stop! Stop with your stop! The Brazil slander is distracting me. All right. That's a loud dog. Brazil will never touch Arizonian sand. Oh man, you know one place I could never live? Australia. They got some creatures there. Just they got some creatures there. Brazil don't want to touch USA in general. Yeah. You're coming one time so that we can go to Disneyland or something. All right. So, or something. It is Disneyland. Australia, hard eyes. Yeah, you would love it, of course. I know. If I saw an Australia spider IRL, I would simply die. I want to like bugs. Why are we so afraid of bugs? Society, all right, I'm moving on. So, why are we afraid of bugs? I don't want to be afraid of bugs. Okay, so journalist project, I had to go in and interview people, but I got really anxious, like socially. I just did not want to interact with people, and I didn't even know what I was selling. I did not understand the assignment the entire time. I never got it. It just didn't go through for me. People would explicitly state it to me, and I just didn't understand. How can you get help with that? I don't know. So then, my mom stopped at a place for me to go inside and interview people for whatever it was. I still don't know what it was. And I saw a big spider while I was walking home today. Forgot to say that. It was interesting. So took a picture of it. It wasn't even that big. It was a decent size. Anyways, I'll send the picture in the chat because I know Mantis likes bugs. And yeah, it was pretty poggers. It was just walking. It was just doing its thing. So anyways, stop talking about bugs. Not you, me. Stop. Society, you can't just ask a child whether depressed. That may just be the best, most cleverly placed and Mean Girls quote in a stream. Love it. Thank you so much. So, journalism, doesn't it bug you? Stop. Why is Sans in the chat? All right. Continuing. That's gonna start something. Anyways, journalist project, I'm there. I'm like hesitating a bit because what do I even go in and say? What do I even do? Are you a starter? Yep, proud. Starter and proud. So I go in and no, I don't go in. I start unbuckling my seatbelt to get out. And I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of mumbling. And my mom just decides to freak out and scream, "Are you crying?" I wasn't crying. And then she's like, and then that makes me cry because she's yelling all of a sudden. That's the thing. So many of these are sudden, and I don't expect them to happen, and I don't understand why they happen. That's the thing with me. I am afraid. I'm anxious because it's always the unexpected. Things just happen out of nowhere. People get mad out of nowhere. Somebody sets someone off out of nowhere. And so then that makes me cry. And I just sat there in the car crying because I didn't know what to do. And she's like, "You can't." And when I cry, does my mother say, "Hey, are you okay? Well, what's the matter? Do you need help?" Instead, she goes, "You can't go in there and interview them if you're crying." And it's things like that tell a 15-year-old kid. It doesn't matter if it's 15. It's still very young. It's very young. When a 15-year-old hears that and other things like that in the past, it establishes that their feelings don't matter as much as their grades do. So, yeah, that's something. 10th grade math was also the worst. I want to visit that teacher, and I just want to embarrass him somehow. I hope he got fired. He's so bad. He was embarrassingly bad. I kind of understand more that he just kind of didn't get social cues and stuff, or sometimes he didn't know what to say, but he was an asshole. He was so rude to the kids, and he wouldn't actually listen when we asked for help and stuff. He kept doing things wrong, and when we tried to correct him, he would be stubborn, and he was so annoying. Why my science teacher can go to hell? That's still possibly my favorite stream title. It's just out of nowhere, and the thumbnail is just this standstill image of this little LPS caterpillar, just tiny little the smallest little LPS, and the title is "Why My Science Teacher Could Go to Hell." That's funny. There's this tiny little thing. I love like tiny creatures that end up being incredibly just threatening. All right, so that's that. That journalism project was not easy. Can we normalize crying, please? True. So I finished the journalism talk. Thank you for trying to get me back on track. So yeah, on the Sans topic, I dressed as Sans for Halloween while in 8th grade. That is a whole Chad move for you, man. Good for you. I should get the Sans hoodie, but it's $69 entire dollars. So I think I'll get the plushies first. Thank you. So entire dollars. So basically, that happened. That basically just confirmed that my feelings didn't matter as much as my grades did. So that was nice to think at 15 years old. And then, okay. I just looked at my notes. So I'm not going to touch on this a lot because I don't like to, but the worst experience in my entire life, we're going to talk about some bad doctors today. I had this experience, and it came pretty much out of nowhere for pretty much no reason. I have muscle cramps sometimes. It happens from time to time. Why are my feet like purple? What the heck? One of my feet is like purple. So, basically, ow. Muscle cramps. They happen everywhere in my body. Arms, legs, worst of all. Just kind of everywhere. Sometimes they get to the point where they're debilitating and I can't walk. And, like, it sucks. They haven't been as bad since then. And I know that I have some ways to prevent it. But the thing is, I'm a person who forgets to take care of myself on a daily basis. I forget to eat. I forget eating is a thing, and that is a thing that you need to do. I don't exercise. And I feel like despite that entire experience, I didn't learn anything from it. I don't do anything differently. That's weird. Like, sometimes, so bad doctors, I will get into that. Sometimes, like, I take care of myself and I get cramps. Sometimes I don't take care of myself and I'm completely fine. So it's just totally unpredictable for me. That's a thing. It's unexpected. It's scary because it's unexpected. That's the pattern with these events. That's why, like, I've had a lot of anxiety this year. And it's been, like, playing it in my mind for a few years. And I think it's just really peaked this year. And that sucks. A lot of things have peaked this year. Kind of turned into Marge Simpson there for a second. That's okay. So basically, it's unexpected. And this time around, the cramps just would not go away. In June of 2020, they got so bad to the point that I had to go to the emergency room. And so that was scary. I couldn't walk. That was terrifying. And they had to, like, give me, like, water. And I was dehydrated, as it turned out. So that was a time where it was because I didn't drink water. So, understood. Didn't learn from it because I am bad at taking care of myself. But I try. I do try. And, like, my definition of try is different from my parents' definition of try. They think, like, trying is, like I don't even know what they think it is. For me, trying is just, like, trying to get out of bed in the morning. Or, like, trying to, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel like it's too complicated right now. And the stream is too long as it is. So, health-related stuff. Yeah. We're talking about that. So, the cramps got very bad in December 2020. When will you stream again soon? Because I enjoy this. I'm not sure, but usually my streams are on a channel called Aladison Streams. I really need to start linking it in these descriptions. My bad, but that is listening to your amazing voice. Thank you. But yeah, that is yeah. Trying to us is giving it your all and not succeeding. Trying to our parents is not putting enough effort in. Oh, trying to our parents is not putting enough effort in. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Trying to them means that you're gonna be able to do it. That's not what it means. What? If I could do it, then I wouldn't have to try very hard. Whatever. Trying is not a real word anymore. I'm banning it today. This is the official ban try day. So try is no longer a word. So, as well as just 2 words banned in 1 stream session. Great stream session. In 1 stream. Alright, so these cramps happen in like November to December 2020. Try more like cry. So I had these cramps that were debilitating, and I was literally like trying to prevent them because I was getting sick of them happening every single day and I couldn't even function normally. So I was trying to get them to go away, and I kept trying to take care of myself. And I was trying and trying, but every time my parents would not listen. I tried telling them, like, every single time I just kept yelling and screaming, but sometimes you can scream and nobody will even hear you because they won't listen. And I kept screaming and saying, like, I'm trying everything that I possibly can. And they wouldn't listen. And during the car rides to the ER, I would just get lectured with the same thing over and over again. Nothing I said mattered at all. I had a complete lack of control over my body and over my say in the situation when I was the one suffering. And they tried to make it about themselves somehow. Girl. Oh my God. Like, oh, yeah. But isn't that life? Don't you always going to have to go through things that are difficult or try hard to endure, whether you like it or not? That's true. You're right. But we could use some actual genuine support through those times. That's the problem, is that parents fail to support you and like understand that trying is a lot more difficult for you than it may be for them, or trying might mean something else to you than it does to them. But a lot of parents don't even bother listening. That's what I'm referring to. But you're right. So that was a horrible experience. I don't like talking about it too in depth, like I said, but that caused lots of problems. I don't even want to speak to people about, well, I'm going to say speak to people about my problems, meanwhile I'm talking about it on a stream, but that's different. I don't want to talk to people close to me about them because I'm convinced that they just won't believe me, or that I'm just faking it somehow, or it's a burden on them. But that's the thing. I felt like a burden. I always felt like a burden in that time because they made everything about themselves and how I was being like a nuisance with these cramps instead of them trying to support me through this extremely difficult, debilitating time. And I was just always crying in the car. They didn't even care. It's like they didn't even care. Just went right through them. They did not see a crying, defenseless freaking kid suffering on their way to the driving to the ER. They saw some burden, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of whack. That's kind of whack, not gonna lie, to think that of your kid. Or at least to act in such a way that your kid still thinks that you think like that years later. And I feel like that's another thing. Like, things I go through just don't affect them as much. Like, they just don't think about it nearly the way that I do. In that time, I literally came to them with like thoughts of doing bad things to myself, and they were like upset at the time, and that's why I got that psychiatrist that one time. But then we just stopped seeing her, and they just completely forgot about my mental issues as a whole. And nowadays when I say that I'm stressed, my dad's just like, just stop stressing. And like, it seems like he says it as a joke to an extent. But if he's just saying it as a joke, why doesn't he ever offer, like, actual help and support or something, or, like, try to hear me out? Like, it doesn't matter what I say. Like, all the time I try to say stuff, and like, this is why I don't want to talk anymore. It's because mainly this experience and several others, that journalism thing was because I asked for help. That whole like thing in 5th grade when I was literally 10 and didn't know what I was doing was because I asked for help. Like, it was all stemming from asking for help. I was laughed at constantly in 10th grade because I asked for help. My teachers were extremely condescending to me because I asked for help. I would make jokes sometimes and they wouldn't land. People wouldn't understand them. Like, that's not related. I don't know why I said that, but that just came to mind. So it's like, I just don't want to be open at all anymore. In like, funny way, I feel like nothing I say will land the way that I intend it to. Like, other people just interpret things differently than I do. And it sucks. I don't understand how people have friends. How do you... That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I do not understand. All right, anyway, so that whole cramp experience was the worst time of my life. And, I had to stay at a hospital overnight. I just watched, like, one movie, like, 3 times in a row. It's a good movie. It's called Daddy's Home. It's a neat one. It's packed now. I have it packed because we're going to move. But I have this stuffed bear that I got from that hospital, and it's actually super fluffy, and I love it. And I slept with it, like, every night. So it's kind of like a comfort thing from that time. So that's nice. And I got a sketchbook. Does that mean that all that was worth it? No. I can go out and get a stuffed bear or a journal anytime I want. What? It's hard being open. It is, especially when, like, everyone you trust, like, completely closes you off or, like, tells you all these things that now you internalize. Every time I talk about my problems or even think about my problems, everything that they've said to me, like, I internalize. And, like, I say all this and it sounds so bad, and then at the end I could still say that I love my parents. Like, I do. I just don't trust them. That's it. I just don't, like, trust them with anything, and I don't talk to them about anything. That's it. Which is a problem, I know, but, like, what can you do? And what can you do? You can't do nothing in Michigan, man. I can't have shit in Michigan. I swear to God. So that's why I just kind of have to rely on myself, even though myself is bad at helping myself. Like, I don't feel reward. Punishment doesn't help me. It never has. I don't know why. My parents never really caught on to that, how grounding me never helps anything or makes me learn. It just kind of temporarily makes me bored constantly. Like, congratulations, I guess. Like, it's just a temporary solution, not a permanent solution. That's the thing. It's a temporary solution. But yeah, that. And then, like, because they just completely forget everything that I tell them, I don't want to open up about none of that. I don't want to talk about none of that. I don't want to revisit bad experiences that they don't even care about. I don't think they even remember any of the conversations that I tried to have with them about my mental health. I don't know. They barely probably even remember how the cramp experience affected me. They just think about, let's not let it happen again. They don't think about how it might affect me now. They're worried about how it might happen again in the future. I'm worried about how it might happen again in the future too, but like, that time would not even be that bad if I had my parents' support. But I didn't. I was stuck just constantly in pain. And in physical pain, and just my parents just lecturing me the entire time and ranting about and making me feel like a burden, and that whole thing sucked. Now, there's that, and because of all that, I've just become, like, completely apathetic. Like, I don't even want to, I just don't want to tell people anything. So I've just kind of started to just try to rely on myself and try to figure things out for myself, which is really annoying. And what's really sad is that after all that, the fact that because of all that, it's so hard for me to, like, impossible and extreme, or just extremely difficult for me to open up about anything. I think I, like, subconsciously reach out to people without realizing that I do. Like, the other day, I just, like, I don't know if subconsciously is the right word, but, like, I just completely overshared in a page that I sent in to my teacher about my problems that I had with turning in work. He never mentioned it on Monday when I saw him. He never brought it up once. I'd be surprised if he even reads those papers. And I talked about it on a paper that I sent in to my English 12 teacher as well. I don't have a problem with her. She's actually one of my favorite teachers, but at the beginning of the year I sent that in. She never really said anything about it. She never, like, came to talk to me or anything. And she never, like, has, like, one-on-one, like, help sessions with me, which I was, like, kind of asking for help in that. So I was like, all those are like little like attempts to reach out, and I don't even like know why, because I don't want to really, but I just like I know that I need someone to help me because I don't trust myself to do everything on my own. So I did the same thing with my teacher about one assignment this year. Nothing has come of it. Yep. Man, I'm glad that we can all like connect over this. This is nice. Lately, I think my stress is getting really bad. Like anxiety wise, getting really bad. The fact that I don't even know how to interact with other people, sometimes just being in a place with other people just makes me, you a freshman? I am a senior. But I do sound and look like a freshman. So I'm glad I'm a senior. Almost done. Oh, were you asking the other person? My bad. But oh, you're a junior. Man, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I really do appreciate it. Like, I feel like I don't say it enough, but I do appreciate the support and stuff. And it does help to know that there are people out there. Because sometimes I feel really alone, and then I remember that there are people out there who might be thinking of me, who care about me. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate it. So lately, today I was really lightheaded for no reason, and I'm like, is it because like I need to eat? So I went to first lunch instead of second lunch that I normally have, and it didn't help. I was still lightheaded. I tried drinking water, didn't help. I was exercising. I was walking around because I went to the park, didn't help. So nothing really helped. And I'm like, is that lightheadedness because of stress? Because I was really stressed all day. My first class, I was sitting in it and I was like, this is going to be a hell of a day. And it sure was. Like, I was in one of those moods where I was so bored and the boredom was just like painful. Like, physically, like I felt like I was just mentally drained. Like, that's how boredom feels to me. I feel so trapped and like I have no... Hey, trapped. I'm going to talk about that when I talk about caning. But I still plan to talk about that. This is 90 minutes long. I don't care. So that's why, like, I felt so trapped and, like, I had no control over anything. And I knew that it was going to go on for, like, 7 more hours. And I'm like, oh, my God, I can't do that. So I went to the park. So... that sucked. Like, I knew I can't do this today. And I was so stressed. And, like, all the stress has been building up this year specifically. And, like, it's been getting way worse. Like, it's scary. It's scary sometimes, especially because it might be, like, affecting my physical health now. Stress has caused me to get cramps before as well. And, like... today I was super like lightheaded and I'm like, does stress cause lightheadedness? Because I don't know what else this could be. I don't know. I can't stop it. I don't know why it's happening. And like headaches. I've been having weird headaches since Monday, like all day long. I had a headache on Monday all day long. Yesterday, I missed school because of a really stupid reason. It was my responsibility. I was dumb. I fell asleep and then I missed the bus. That was my bad. So yesterday, I didn't have a headache at all, and I felt great. Physically, mentally, I was pretty good. Today, go back to school, terrible, boredom, draining, dying, terrible. So, could it be a mental disorder? Sorry if that's triggering. No, you're good. I've been looking into that, actually. I've been trying to. But I had to do it all on my own, which is going to be tough because that costs money and motivation and a lot of work. And why? It'd be so much easier if I had, like, my parents' support on it, but I gotta do it on my own. That's just the way it be sometimes. And it's unfortunate. I've been getting a lot of headaches and feeling a bit feverish lately. Sometimes my throat feels like it'll push itself out. Yeah, like, today I felt kind of nauseous as well. And I'm like, oh, my God, I cannot be passing out at the park. Who's gonna help me? Like, I don't know any of these people. No one, like, barely anyone was around. And, oh, man. You know, I'm not going to talk about that. There was a cramp experience I had at my school, but I don't even feel like talking about it just because the stream is so long and there's other things I want to get to, and I pretty much already talked about it, so whatever. I might talk about it another time. Might have already talked about it at some point. My English 11 teacher, we got to talk about him pretty soon, but what was I talking about? Man, it's hard. Like, you don't have close friends to talk or hang out with. I do. I have friends to talk to, but that's not always just a solution to it. I have to get some kind of professional help. I don't know when or where or how, but I got it somehow, and I care about it enough to the point that I know I can probably trust myself to at least start it, but I'm kind of scared of the steps that it'll take to get there. Whatever. It's a whole complicated thing. I wish there was just nothing wrong with me and then I could just go free, but no. My back hurts. Someone rip out my spine. That's another thing. Back pains happened today. Back pains. Backpack got heavy. I hope you get it soon. I believe in you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, and on that note, I hope everybody's having a good day. I just want to sleep. Yeah, I've been really tired. Headache having a day. My head would not shut up today. My head would not stop just, I don't even know, it was just yelling. It was just screaming a lot. It kept yelling. And I'm like, calm down. It's not like actual voices I'm hearing or anything like that. It's just like, that, do any of you have like an internal dialogue, like that single brain cell you talk to every day? I want to show you something about that pretty quick, but little art that I'm doing on the side here. A little projecting, if you will. But basically, that like internal dialogue, that argument that you have with yourself all the time. I have that all the time, every single day. I always have like this little guy in my head just talking to me, and so isn't that just your conscious? I don't know. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean. So today he would not stop shouting at me, and he just kept like yelling from thought to thought to thought. That's why I had to stream today. These are always the perfect outlet for me. And judging by how this is 96 minutes, clearly I have a lot to get through. So this is helping. I'm glad. But he would not stop yelling at me. I don't even know what he was talking about. He just kept going and going and going. And it wouldn't stop. Nothing would like calm it down. So this stream is helping me. That's why I got home and now I'm just streaming. I don't even know what time it is. Got home, ate, took a shower, streaming. That's it. That's what I've done. So yeah, that's happened. And my brain, we've been sleeping for 15 hours. Please get up. Me, sleep Cobra. Yeah. Little guy in your head. I like to give him a personality sometimes. He does have a personality of his own sometimes. God dang. Like, he always trying to argue with me. He always, like, trying to start up fights with me. What? Girl, get out of here. All right, come on. Sit down. You're like a single brain cell up there. All right. Anyways. 5th grade, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at my notes right now. Did I really get it? Oh! This one's weird. Last night, I was feeling anxious while I was trying to sleep, and I was kind of, like, drifting off, and, like, I kind of just default to daydreaming when nothing is happening. So as I was going to sleep, I was, like, kind of just daydreaming a little, and, I was having these own little thoughts that were my own, and I had control over them. I was just, like, thinking in my head, thinking my own thoughts, and then it was weird. As I drifted off, I was having all these thoughts kind of going at once. All these little phrases going on at once in my head. Probably from the stress building up. One of the phrases I kept thinking was too fast. Gotta go fast. But it was basically, I think it's like referencing like anxiety stuff. So I'm like telling myself like time's going too fast. It feels like time's going too fast and I'm not doing anything. It's weird. Like, it's a weird feeling. Like, it always feels like time is going so fast. Like, it feels like nothing I can do is fast enough to catch up, So, and then that thought, like, started to grow louder than all the others. It was like a weird dream, but I was just drifting off. I think it was like a 1-second dream I had while I was drifting off. And then I just started hearing these two voices saying too fast, and they kept getting louder and louder until it like scared me awake. That all happened in like 2 seconds. 2 seconds, I was just drifting off of my thoughts and then popped back up from, it was weird. It was surreal. I'm like, what happened there? And I got freaked out at first. Like, that was weird. Like, I could hear those voices. Like, actually, it wasn't just like an internal dialogue. I didn't even have control over it. Just someone else was saying too fast. That was weird. I didn't like that. I think it was a dream. I think I fell asleep for a second. For 1 second, it was a weird, like, half dream. And I was, like, half awake, so it confused me. But that was freaky. That's everything. Now it's time to talk about Undertale and Deltarune, probably. Okay, so this. I found a video where I mentioned that I didn't like Undertale, first of all. And second of all, I apparently didn't like Undertale because my sister talked about it too much and I thought it was too annoying. That is so alien to me today. I would never say that today. I love seeing people close to me and like just people in general talk about their interests. I'm happy for them. Like, I hate people who are like, stop talking about it. Stop being so loud about it. Stop talking about it so much. I made a community post about that recently. Check it out. But I hate those people. I hate them. They can burn, dude. Oh, they're the worst people ever. And I think I was one of them, and I didn't even realize what I was doing. So a lot of those people are probably just young and don't realize what they're doing. But, God, that sucks. A lot of people can't help talking about their interests or, like, talking about it a lot. Like, man. I'm about to make Allison hate Amphibia by talking about it too much. Dude, oh my gosh. I'm so happy that I have like a group of people that I can constantly bombard with Undertale and Deltarune without anyone saying, oh my god, we get it. Like the old group. Oh my god, that was the worst. I made a stream about it. The whole mac and cheese thing. Cheese. Cheese. Haha. Anyways, so that is unbelievable. Allison, you better hate Mike Morin as much as I do from how much I talk about him. I hope you all hate Sans and Spamton and like every Undertale and Deltarune character by now. I hope you do. They all deserve to be hated. Okay. Sister stuff. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that. I don't feel like talking about that right now. So I want to show you guys some drawings. This is a pile of drawings. Some of them are recent, some of them aren't. This one I drew today. So, you know how I was talking about like that internal dialogue and like that one brain cell? So, we should talk about kinning. Can we talk about kinning? Well, let's talk about kinning. So, my plan, the disease is spreading. So, my girlfriend simps for spam ton more than me. Send help. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so Spamton's such a good character. I want to talk about him on this stream. I was supposed to play Deltarune today. I don't know if I want to, though. It's so hard. You have to actually play it. Like, you have to sit down and play it. My brain is all like, oh my gosh, we should totally play Deltarune. And then my body gets to it and it's like, oh my god, I had to sit down and actually play it? Like, oh. Like, I want to. But oh my gosh, are you kidding? That's just asking too much from one person. To sit on a computer and like eat my chips while I play this pixel video game. Oh my, kinning. I love kinning. Kinning has been like a huge has been like turned into Marge Simpson for the second time on the stream. Perhaps Allison kins Marge Simpson? Alright, so kinning is basically relating to a character. I kin a lot of characters. I think we all have characters we can relate to. I have a list in order. I don't remember all of them or the complete order. I think I can remember my 10 highest ones. Maybe. Kinning, Hajime, Mikan, and Sumigi time. Let's go. That's a nice thing about the Danganronpa community. They're very open about kinning. That's nice. However, unfortunately, there's a lot of them that are like, no doubles. You're not allowed to relate to a character I relate to. Why? What? I had an ex who, like, explained to me why people think like that and, like, explained that it was a perfectly normal thing. But, he was in a horrible mental place and constantly is because he's constantly self-sabotaging. That's why he is now an ex. And, like, he just was, like, obsessed with his own misery and he just, like... I don't know how to explain it. He had to be there, but, self-call out? Oh, man, like, sometimes I worry that I'm like that sometimes, but I don't think I am because I don't even remember what he was like. Like, I worry that I'm like him, but I know I'm not. You know, I don't, like, drag my friends down or make them feel bad or, like, stop them from talking about things or guilt trip them. That's the things he did. So I don't trust his word on that no doubles thing. I don't think that is okay or healthy. People who do that don't really seem to be that healthy or in a good place if they have mental breakdowns over people relating to a character that they relate to. Wait, we both have abandonment issues? So, can I tell you guys an idea that I have? I'm really excited about this. It was supposed to be a surprise, but I want to tell you. So, I have a project where I like to watch my old streams sometimes, and I got the idea to like take some of the audio from some of my streams and like apply it to like my kins and like make little animatics of my kins like interacting and stuff with like my stream audio because I thought it'd be a funny idea, and it actually has been pretty fun. I've taken some clips of, and I've completely twisted the context to fit my kin sometimes in some dark ways. The Danganronpa clips are really something. I can't wait for you guys to see them, and they're really fun to make actually, and I really want to get them done. I feel encouraged and I feel good about them, and I'm excited. So let's see. Can I get in Kibo right now? Yes. I want to see if I can remember my top 10 right now. My top is Red from Animal Crossing. I love him. Give him more lore, Nintendo. I will kill you. I won't kill you. Don't worry. But don't worry. Like I could kill them anyways. Come on. But please give him more lore. There's clearly something more to this guy. You're not just born like you're not just born a scammer. He has reasons. Allison raids Nintendo HQ over Digital Fox. Please give Red more character. Please. I love all the like headcanons and stuff that the community has come up with for him. And like I've been encouraged to come up with stuff. Tom Nook and Red origin story win. All we know is that Red scammed him. That's it. We just have like Tom Nook's whole side. We don't know anything about Red's side. I don't want a black and white, no complexity, good guy, bad guy. No, not in my Animal Crossing game. Clearly, I was born a scammer, Allison. Hashtag offended. Well, you're not real, so that doesn't count. And then second highest is Chris from Deltarune. Oh my god! They became such I like how I said, you're not... You're not real when talking about a fictional character that actually isn't real. Alright. Chris from Deltarune became such a comfort immediately. We're all hallucinating. It's actually just Mantis on another account. Alright, anyways. So, what do you think of fictional others, Allison? Basically shipping yourself with fictional characters. I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy for people who do that. You know, have a good time. I have one of my friends who does that, and I'm so happy for them because they're super talented and make awesome art for it. Anyways, so if something like comforts you and it's not hurting anybody, who cares? Imagine having such low tolerance levels that you care that much about what other people are doing. Is this a call out? It's not a call out. It's a positive call out. Good for you. Self-insert and OCX canon is so good. Yes, sir. I'm happy for people to do it. Personally, like, I project onto kins and stuff, and I'm super into kinning because it's super fun and great and comforting because, like, kinning is great because, like, first of all, I have a lot of kins, so no matter how I'm feeling, I always just have a character that I can relate to and know that I'm not alone, you know? Even if they're fictional, like, it's just nice to know they're characters, real people thought of those characters, and I can always have one that I can just relate to. It's nice. It's a reassuring feeling. And, That's what I mean. Like, kinning can totally be healthy if you don't take it too far. With the reality shifting and the no doubles allowed or I'll kill your family and I'm allowed to. I'm a minor and I'm neurodivergent. That was basically my ex's argument, actually. Anyways, so I am neurodivergent and a minor. I think it was actually that order, but I don't really care. So, burns your house down over kin double. Like, it's ridiculous. Those people are chronically online. You need to calm down. Yeah, besides the minor part, well, I'm still a minor. Wait, what do you... Oh, Ian! Ian! Oh, whoops. I just said his name. Oh, well, that's fine. Did I say his name this whole time? I don't care. Yeah, my ex. Actually, can I say this? They're gonna cancel you on Twitter for this. Honestly, they probably will because they're probably still around watching me. What are you doing? Go have fun with your life. Please get better, all right? Like, get good. Get good at mental health. I'm sorry. That's mean. But, like, if he is watching this, like, don't worry about me, all right? Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself, please. Please. Y'all needs therapy. I've become skilled with mental health issues. Get good, kid. Okay. What was I talking about? I was going to talk about something. I think I'm aromantic. I don't think I said that, but aroace, I think I am. It makes the most sense for me, for now. It makes the most sense. I've been thinking for years, that's a possibility, but I just kind of was like, no, I think I want a relationship someday, but I don't know if I actually want one. I just, like, I find really great ships, and I get jealous of them. And I'm like, you know what? I do want that for myself one day. Nope. I had to learn to separate fiction and reality. I had to learn to realize, like, no, I just like them together. I don't like me together with someone. So, I think I'm aroace. So that's neat. Anyways, so, there's that. We were talking about kinning. So, my second kin is Chris. I love them. They're so comforting. They're so great. Oh my God, I want them to have their freedom. I'm so sad. All right. What if the puppeteer, like, controlling everyone is actually us? Not just with Chris, but with everyone. Spamton and Jebel? Because, like, we're the ones opening and playing the game, are we the one behind all of them? It has nothing to do with Gaster or Mike. I'm spoiling. Whoops. Mike, no! No! Dude, he's gonna have a mental breakdown. No, I'm not gonna. No. No! Play Deltarune! I command you! Michael Morton is actually behind Deltarune, boys. We figured it out. Play Deltarune, you fools! Please! I'm not pressuring you, actually. I'm not. I mean, it's fun. You don't even ever have to play it. I don't care. Mike Morton is behind Deltarune real. Okay. Well, we talked about kinning. Third kin. Third is, Blitz? No, he's not that high. He was, but third. Who was third? Who the heck was Oh, May from Night in the Woods. Fourth was Papyrus, our beloved Papyrus. I love him. Fifth is Spamton, and then sixth is Queen. I love Queen so much. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for a new Hell of a Boss. I know. You can't leave them so sad like that, please. Already your LPS series canceled because of you, I guess. That's pretty much it. And like Love is Hate and The Other Life and all those old obscure ones that had like 1 or 2 or 3 episodes. But the main ones, Camp Riverwood, is being brought back as Just Petty. Fabulous Fables is being brought back as Behind Closed Doors. And Abnormal Pain is coming back as Prime of Your Life. And then Sheila Goodwill is coming back. I'm bringing it back. Shut up, do ya? I'm bringing it back. That's lighthearted. I'm bringing it back one day. I don't know what it's going to be called. I will admit, out of those like main four, it's the one that I haven't been focusing a lot of attention on. I've been asking for years, what, you do think I was going to neglect it until now? Years, I am going to bring it back. I thought I clarified that. All right, whatever. I wonder what my parents are thinking. I'm just yelling. Elvis Presley. You ain't nothing but a hound. I actually really like the name of Fabulous Fables. The title sounds cool. I agree. It just didn't fit it at all, and there was literally no reason for the title. But the new one means a lot more. So, back to Kinning. 6th highest was Queen. 7th is where it gets blurry. I have no idea. I know the 10th is Parappa, and I don't know any of the others. Because I just added Parappa. I also just added Yasuhiro recently. That's fun, because in March, I entered my hippie phase, where I was like, nature, man, everything's beautiful, love yourself, dude. Parappa the Rapper, yes, I don't even know why he's there. He just walked in, and I'm like, all right, come on in. I don't even know what I relate to. I just do, you know? He's just a part of me, man. Hippie face. But whatever. I don't know. I've never seen episode 1 through 10 of Camper with the original. We do Parappa stream someday. I don't even have it. But maybe one day I'll get it. One day. It's the vibe. It is. That's the thing. The vibe of them sometimes. Sometimes the kids just vibe with you. You know what I mean? You just vibe with them. Okay, time to show you these drawings. I have a lot of drawings. Some of these from a while ago. Some of them are very recent. I just flipped through them, and man, I have gotten better at drawing papyrus. I don't even know if I'll go through all these because I'm getting tired. Okay. So today, I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? Since I can both Chris and Spamton, it's like I decided to project, and I made like me as Chris and Spamton as that one stupid brain cell that's always yelling at me. So I haven't finished, but I have a couple doodles. So the first one is like, I should probably eat something. Okay, but what if you ate nothing instead? True. Every stupid day of my life. I should probably eat something. Okay, but if we just sat here and did nothing, like, imagine the possibilities of doing nothing. The second one I like. This happened the other day. It is my honest opinion that you should research black bears instead of doing homework. Why? I don't know. I researched black bears. It was actually because of the Canada thing. But, considering moving to Canada. So I started looking at videos of black bears, which turned into videos of kangaroos, which aren't even in Canada, but I wanted to watch people get chased by kangaroos, so, and I didn't do any homework that day. I had a huge Melanie Martinez face, dude. Me too. I didn't have, like, a huge one, but it was, like, I had my face, okay? Oh, this one is unfinished, so it's just Chris saying "you people," and I think I'm just going to leave it like that. You could see, like, the pencil where I started drawing Spamton, and then I just didn't. But I that's a nice coping mechanism. Just Chris and their single brain cell Spamton. Oh, no! These are from today. I drew a lot of these in government class, and you could see my descent into madness. Genuinely. So, for some of these, okay, so these two are like little kindoodles. This is Sayaka. I'm always related to her. Sometimes it feels like time's going by too fast for people to remember my existence. I have a problem with, like, fear of being forgotten. And so does Sayaka, so that's a thing. And then Spamton, with the, I got the phone that I don't own, because who owns those phones anymore? Rhyming game. See, I am Parappa. Alright. Hey, you still there? It's been an awfully long time. Basically just, like, me projecting, like, not even projecting, but like relating to the whole like all of a sudden people left and disappeared from my life kind of aspect. I'm spoiling backstory. I know my friends are on the stream. This isn't okay. Okay. And then we just have, then it started with, so we got these two from yesterday, and then it just turns into this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then there's me saying some people will hate and judge me no matter what. Not sure what to do with this information. Just feeling kind of small because of it. We have me melting. We have Spampton Neo. New spoilers, woo! Wake up, friends. New spoilers just dropped for the game that I am trying not to spoil. Are you going to bring back Daily Clicks? No, I will not. Sorry. I don't get this design. I don't get it. Where? I don't get anything. I don't get it. And then we have a good old Spanton Doodle. Can you tell he's my second favorite? Chris is staying my top favorite because I have such an emotional attachment to them and I love them so much and I can't wait to learn more about them and I love them. But here's the gremlin. Someone please arrest him. And then I don't even know, just wow, I don't get it. I don't know where this came from. And then just a doodle of Chris with the caption screaming and crying. And then I have this who is wearing remember my rants on streams about cologne? I stand by those. It was way worse back then because I was like a freshman / 10th grader and that was when boys were having their Axe body spray and like cologne era and it was so strong and so bad and they bathed in it every morning. That is not presentable. No, not. God, bathe. Use soap. All right. And then, excuse me, please focus. Please. Okay, well, whatever. No, it's not whatever. All right, that's good enough. There you go. Okay, so then we got me saying, I relate to this character so much. Oh my god, no specific character, just that. And then someone just saying, why? I forgot. I just forget why I relate to characters sometimes. I forget why I kid people. Don't do anything inappropriate. I'm about to leave the room for a minute with the stream playing still. Ooh. You have my word. I am at your door. I can Spinel me too. Oh, she's one of my lower ones, but like I still kin her. I am at your door. All right, let's go. Let's meet. Do ya? Hey, bestie. Come on in. So, what do you think of the place? Yeah, right? I know, right here. Come on, man. Bring it in. Sorry, I tripped in the middle of our be careful. Yes. Be careful not to step on me on the size of an ant. That's how I got here. That does not explain. No, you're not an ant. You're imaginary. Remember, you're not real. That's why I'm trying to. Oh my god. Look, do ya? I know you're still. I know you're still coping with the fact that you're not real, but you have to get over us. You have to get over it. Please, I worry for you, okay? It's been a long time. And I was trying to do this to make you feel included, but I think you need to understand. I think you need to understand that you're just not real. The accident was 7 years. You have to let go. You have to let go, do you? You kidding me? Remember when we all played Animal Jam? Oh, I do. I do indeed. What's going on in here? Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is a year old or 2 years old. 2 years? What the hell? I don't know. 2021 ruined my concept of time. I'm gonna be done pretty soon, but these are the notes that I left recently. Wow, these are old. How'd you make out those Wreck-It Ralph hands? I mean, I'm not wrong. Look at that. And then this is also a year or so old. Look, guys, me and Hajime found it in the garbage. I'm rewatching V3, and I want to know more about Kokichi's character and stuff. Oh! That was a good joke, Tortoise. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, it's... So I made this Undyne the Undying doodle. Why can't I remember her design? I just fought her for 4 hours. I beat her. I did not beat Sans. And then I was like, you know what? I feel bad for this. I don't want to finish this. So this was the old Danganronpa doodle. Should have done this at the start. And then this was the new one. I don't know if it's better. It's like, I don't know. I don't even care. I don't care. Here's Pyrus. I love him. Here's Sans. Kind of hate him, but I love him. And then Azrael and Rausai interaction. I do not believe they are the same person. I am not a believer of that. Okay. So I think I am done for now. I don't know if there's anything else that I should do. I almost died again for about the 5th time on the stream. I'm tired. We should end it off with a final goodbye. Can you answer some questions? Yes, I will answer some questions. I will show my face. Never actually had an Undertale face. Me neither, not until now. So here we go. At Q&A with Sans. Here we go. What's your favorite singer? I don't think I have one. Mother. It's a band that I really like. Sans will be the friend. Goro Majima. I feel like I just said something. Like a phrase. Can you throw Sans down the stairs again for me, pretty please? I will. But I have not heard of them. Favorite music genre? I don't think I have one. I really don't think I do. Do you like Lana Del Rey? I that sounds familiar, and I'm sure I've heard of their music, but I don't know. Goro Majima is the name of a character I see. Majima is insane and obsessed with Kazuma Kuru. Sorry, I'm bad at these names. Check her out. She's amazing. I will be sure to check her out, Lana Del Rey. I will remember that. I might not, but I will try. I'll do it right after the stream. Anything else you should do? Google hypnosis mic. I can't do that actually. It took me a second to process that, but I don't have anything to Google that on right now. My parents might be out there in the hall, but we're gonna go ahead and throw Sans down the stairs anyways. So, here we go. Greetings. There he is. I'm at peace now. Why is he so bouncy? I don't know. imagine cleaning a carpet and being hit by a Sans. I laughed for no reason when he bounced. Oh my gosh. The other week more like, when we had a stream, I put him on the rail and tried to make him slide down the stairs. Or I tried to make him slide down the rail. And he kept falling off of it. And then he would just roll down each stair one by one, and he wouldn't stop until he got to the very bottom. It's funny, man. I want everyone to know, the moment I get a Spamton plush, I will also torture him. So look forward to that. I think I'm going to get him before I get the Papyrus plush, but it depends. The Papyrus plush, I will not bother. I will leave him be. Just like my Where's Blathers? Here's Blathers. Make him do flips. Yeah, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Can you put Spamton in the microwave? Yeah, I will. Thank you. The Scringly, yeah, the Scringly, the cringe. Can someone put a Vine boom effect, a sound effect over that? Have any of your opinions on your unpopular opinions video changed? I don't remember what that video. Oh, probably. Because I know I mentioned LGBT in it, and back then I didn't have good opinions about it. Like, I wasn't, well, I don't even remember what I said. I think I said something like, we need to stop pushing it down people's throats or something like, dude, oh God. I don't know if I was one of those. I don't remember. But, it's pretty much Allison homophobic. I actually used to be without realizing it, because I would treat them differently, and that's a whole mess. But I've learned since then. Sorry if this is mean, but you look like you. What do I look like? Stop! What is this? Starting my homophobic era right now. Based Allison, straight pride. I did believe in straight pride. Oh my God. What's your favorite color? I don't know. I don't have an answer to most of these. Pink? Do you know Homestuck? I know of it, but I've read one page, and then like, I don't know, I saw the meteor hit the house, but I couldn't understand it. Like, I didn't wrap my head around it, you know? I look like the kid from Home Alone. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to end this stream. Thank you all for joining me. It'll be up for a little while, and then it'll go unlisted because I don't want streams clogging this channel. But it will be available in the playlist on my Aladdin Streams channel. I have two streaming playlists for now. They go up to 250. I don't know why, but it'll be in the second one because, yeah. Anyways, thank you. Help. All right.